Grinding harder won't make you rich. The real secret is darker. One man discovered a loophole in the human mind. He didn't work more. He worked smarter, exploiting a blind spot we all share. Conventional business advice screamed failure. Yet his empire grew. How? He bypassed logic and aimed straight at emotion. This isn't a story of luck. It's a blueprint of psychological warfare. And you've been a target all along. Meet the architect of this silent strategy. He started with nothing but an observation. Humans are predictably irrational. While others chased productivity hacks, he studied why people buy. He found the trigger. A deep, unspoken need for certainty. He didn't sell products. He sold safety. Every offer promised to eliminate fear. And fear is the most powerful motivator. His first campaign flopped. Traditional marketing failed. So he reversed the logic. Instead of features, he sold identity. He made customers feel like insiders. Exclusive access created a tribe. Belonging became the product. Sales skyrocketed. Competitors copied features but missed the magic. They couldn't replicate the emotional bond. His moat was psychology. The strategy was invisible. Customers thought they chose freely, but every decision was nudged by a hidden hand. He mastered scarcity, limited time, limited stock. The fear of missing out overrode rational thought. Sales became urgent. Social proof was his second weapon. Testimonials weren't just quotes. They were proof that others had escaped pain. By the time rivals understood, he was untouchable. His empire stood on a foundation of human nature, and it was just the beginning. Before the empire, there were experiments, not in labs, but in everyday interactions that seemed innocent. Each small action was a test, a subtle nudge to see how people would react without knowing they were being studied. These weren't random choices. They were carefully designed to reveal hidden patterns in human decision-making. The first failure came quickly. Conventional wisdom said to compete on price or quality. Both failed. Customers ignored the obvious offers. They didn't care about better features or lower costs. This is just the beginning. Subscribe to see more amazing content. Fire. This forced a radical pivot. Instead of selling products, he began selling feelings. He realized that logic was the enemy of action. People buy based on emotion, then justify with reason. So he stripped away all rational arguments. No charts, no comparisons, no logical appeals. Instead, he focused on one thing, creating a sense of belonging. Customers wanted to be part of something. This subtle shift changed everything. The product became secondary. The identity became primary. Every decision now aimed to reinforce that identity. The logo, the language, the scarcity, all designed to deepen the bond. The first failure became the foundation. What seemed like a setback was actually the key to unlocking human motivation. From that moment, the strategy was no longer about selling. It was about understanding the invisible forces that drive every choice. The masterstroke was not a product. It was a psychological trap, engineered to exploit a hidden gap in human decision-making. Most people believe they make rational choices, but the truth is, 95% of purchasing decisions happen in the subconscious. This strategy bypassed logic entirely. It spoke directly to the ancient, emotional brain that craves certainty and status. Scarcity was the first weapon. By limiting availability, the brain perceived higher value, triggered a fear of missing out. But scarcity alone is not enough. Social proof was layered on top. Testimonials, celebrity endorsements, and crowds of eager buyers. The combination created an irresistible force. When people saw others wanting something, their own desire multiplied exponentially. Yet the real genius was the anchoring effect. A high initial price made the actual price seem like a bargain, even if it was still expensive. The strategy also used reciprocity. Give something small for free, and the brain feels obligated to return the favor with a purchase. Every touchpoint was a calculated nudge. The color of the button, the font of the headline, the timing of the offer. Nothing was random. The execution phase was a step-by-step blueprint. First, create awareness. Second, build desire. Third, close the sale with urgency. But the true masterstroke was turning customers into evangelists. Each buyer became a walking advertisement, driven by social validation. This created a self-perpetuating cycle. The more people bought, the more others wanted to buy. Loyalty was engineered, not earned. Now, a quick note. To build your own system, you need reliable components like Kabel DC male or Kabel DC female made of copper or brass, priced at just 1,100 rupiah. Check the link below. The strategy was so effective that it felt like magic. But it was pure science, rooted in decades of behavioral psychology research. And the most chilling part, the customer never realized they were being guided. They believed every decision was their own. The immense power of the strategy eventually triggered a massive, unavoidable backlash from established business systems. Competitors who operated by conventional means found themselves unable to comprehend this sudden, radical shift in the playing field. The very foundation of the empire began to feel intensely fragile as external forces reacted against its dominance. Maintaining such intense psychological control demanded an exhausting internal conflict for the architect of this monumental success. The illusion of control proved to be an incredibly fragile construct, built upon shifting sands of human perception. When the carefully constructed reality began to erode, the internal sense of security started to unravel rapidly. The weight of maintaining this facade created an unbearable burden, revealing the true cost of ambition pursued relentlessly. This internal struggle exposed the profound fragility of success when it relies entirely on manipulating external perception. Ultimately, the journey reveals that success built on illusion is inherently unstable and prone to sudden collapse. The true understanding gained is that lasting fulfillment lies beyond the manipulation of fleeting external rewards. True security is not found in external achievements, but in accepting the inherent uncertainty of the human condition. The ultimate perspective shifts when one recognizes the true cost of chasing an unattainable reality. Hi everyone! Quick reminder. Subscribe for high-quality daily content. Sparkle subscribe now before the next video. We have a special upload tomorrow. High voltage.